Hey guys, so thought I'd give you an update on the dwarf caiman enclosure. This is actually from an angle that I have never seen it from. And well, I mean, I don't pay attention when I'm back here to what the cage looks like. So I knew you guys wouldn't have seen it either. So I figured I'd show you just a little update. Nothing's really changed per se. I just got back here and I started looking at the plants and it looks amazing. I am using a Sunblaze fixture with just your... No, actually no, I'm using the Sunblaze fixture and Sunblaze, it's a T5 growing bulb. You can probably pick one of these up at a lot of places. I live in Colorado, so it was pretty easy to get a growing light set up. So, you know, there's some sand that I actually collected from the beach down there. Still the spoon that I used to feed the snails on, but the caiman's gotten to the size where he started hunting things a lot more. He definitely ate my snails. I'm just kind of obsessed with how great these plants are looking under this light. They're growing in so healthy, so strong. That root ball is huge. There's actually, if you can see over there, I'll get you out a different view from in a second. There's some heads to these leaves that are just massive. I've got a little geode over there that I've had for a long time. I figured I'd just toss it in with the dead coral stones from a saltwater tank. You might be able to see a couple fish swimming around. They were feeders, but they're still kicking. I feed them every now and then. And then we have an African cichlid that I put in here after I realized this guy does not eat fish. He will not touch live fish. He will eat dead fish as long as I put it on his basking rock all day long. But if it's alive and swimming around, he has no desire to go for it. But he'll eat a cricket out of the water. You know, he'll eat a mouse that's in the water. He'll eat anything except for live fish. Oh, I don't know if you saw it. I might have been panned up too far. But you can kind of see the head of the little African cichlid right there. He was getting beat up real bad in the tank to the point where we thought it was a male. Because it changed color completely. It became yellow. And for a Kenyi cichlid, yellow is female and blue is male. I think I said that backwards, but yeah, it is a male. It was just so stressed that its color was completely messed up. It's doing amazing in here. I just can't get it out. It loves this place. I cannot get it out of here. I'm thinking of adding some more fish just because, you know, he won't eat them. So I'm not too worried about it. Maybe when he gets bigger he will, but for now, you know, seems like fish are free range for me. So I'll move this light back for you. If you can see, these petals are like the size, if not larger than my hand on a couple of these things. There's another huge one there. One that I think is going to be pretty big growing right there, just because it's already huge. Especially for one that hasn't unwrapped itself. Like there's another one that's not fully unwrapped right there. If you compare the size in the two of those, it's ridiculous. I know exactly where the caiman is. You can... it's just this camera on this new phone. It's too good. It will focus on the metal and just not him. Let's see. Oh, you can see his little head right there. It's actually really good. But the other good part about it is it'll focus straight through the bar. Like I said, you can just see his little head right there. He hangs out there all day. And if I were to put some food up there right now, he'd eat. This isn't going to be a feeding video. I will do a feeding video now that he will confidently eat. He'll eat during the day. He'll eat out of tongs during the day. He'll eat whatever. So he's just doing great. I'm loving it. Water clarity on this thing is still really good. And I am just using this little... Oops, sorry. This little turtle tank thing. It's a Zoomed canister filter made for turtle tanks. And you know what? This works wonders. I'm going to be doing something bigger here soon, just because I would like more flow in the water. It never becomes stagnant in any way, but I would just like there to be more flow than what this produces on its own. So I might just get a little tiny skimmer like I used to have now that's in my pond. I might get a skimmer, or I might just get a power head, or just do a completely oversized canister filter. I'm not sure. What I'm doing with it though is I just got it running off of the piece of plastic that it came with. It displaces the water good right there, and it spreads it around, and the amount of plant growth in here is insane compared to when I put it in there. It's crazy, so I'm not really too worried about the quality of my water. You don't need to be worried about the quality of your water with caimans. Like, I mean, like exact levels of stuff. You want it to be clean, obviously, and you don't want it to have chlorine or any other harsh chemicals because it will burn their, there's a word for it, I'm just not going to try and say it. It'll burn their second eyelid. But you know, as long as that stuff's been treated before you add tap water in or anything like that, you'll be good. And I mean, the fish that are in here are surviving quite well, so I figure we're fine. There's also, if you can see, it looks just like a big rock. I'm zooming in on it right there. It's actually a dwarf lily bulb. Pick that up, it should start sprouting. I was told to leave it in low light, so I'm not too worried about it being a little bit further away from the plant bulb. You know, we'll see how that does. And if it doesn't do well in here, I'll just move it to one of the other tanks. I don't know. I'm just obsessed with this, because this is a complete section of growth that I am never able to see from my side of the enclosure that I sleep next to. This part is actually in between, I'm zoomed in, sorry guys, the snake rack and the corner of the wall here. So, like I said, I really never get to see it. And the amount of growth that just spurted up over there. And you can tell a lot of these plants are very young because they're still very bright green. And it doesn't look like it's stopping. I'm probably going to have to cut the top off. And, you know, let these plants grow. And I love that about pothos. We have a giant pothos in our main living, not our main, the entrance to the house. It's just growing all over the place. It's amazing. Love these plants. They're great for pretty much anything. So I definitely recommend them, guys. There's also a little crocodile head sitting right there because, you know, I thought it'd be a comical addition, and it is. It's hilarious. And a ceramic heater to do what that heater can't. They're both going at all times to keep the water at the level it needs to be. The heater's just not big enough. I made a mistake when buying it. I do need to get some more snails. I'm starting to notice some algae growth along the sides, or maybe just do some kind of fish. I don't really know. Just hoping for the best. So thank you guys for watching. Wish I could have done something more with the caiman, but I just figured I'd show you guys the plant growth and, you know, what the cage is looking like. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.